shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. Gets around him, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 on a first down.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient, find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off. But you know what else? Brings it thump with him, doesn't he? He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Allen now on first down.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. On second down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. 15 yards in on the catch and run.
There's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field and just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Eckler is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Eckler again.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll set up to throw. There he is again. Another catch for Julio Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw again. Caught by Jones. And he's going to be taken down to the back at 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, that's exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Gano's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and put it better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They get a chance of coming out with a victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Allen to the right side and complete to Jefferson. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. These two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Up the middle with Eckler. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Brandon Graham, great pursuit there, getting the tackle for loss.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Allen. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And it's going to be good for a first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 23. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. 3 tight ends in the ballgame here on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And they're using that in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Oh, he tries to force it in and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Atlanta now coming out on the field. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Meanwhile, a
pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Buying time to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler.
A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. To the air, Allen.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did. The poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, the Falcons and Panthers, of course, division rivals. It wasn't a great year for either offense last year, that's for sure. Look at the final numbers. The Falcons.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Allen.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Falcons are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On second down, it's Pollard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they can use something here on third down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Complete to Jones. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's a 2nd and 7. Caught on the right side by Jones. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Bourne. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Back to throw again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Gano's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets them back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
You can score on these guys.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Some great games coming up this weekend, beginning with the NFL's first ever game in Germany. Seattle and Tampa Bay from Allianz Arena in Munich. Oh, that'll be fun. Later in the afternoon, a lot of the country will be watching the game at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it'll be the Packers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And then finally, Monday Night Football. It's our first look at the Commanders on a Monday night as they travel to Philly for a good one in the NFC East. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. they'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition is on the field. Something big in the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Elijah Molden up to make the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Going to run again here with Pollard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice gain there for a first down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Allen.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Allen going to try and throw on third down.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Allen now looks to throw.
Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 15 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
Dancing to his left.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Cohen. Oh, look at the juke. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On play action, Allen. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And again, it's Allen. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Amon-Ra St. Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And we're back now in Charlotte. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw here. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass complete once again to Bourne. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 2nd and 9 now. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 14. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Zay Jones there to make the grab. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Steps away to his left. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Carolina getting set to take the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I'm going to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. The confidence of the man on their side. We're going to take the dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Now a give running left is Eckler, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1st down, and they stick with Eckler. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Jones has it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He completes it to Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The Falcons on third down. They hit on half of it, 5 for 10. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll look to throw again. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Back to throw again. Open man is Bourne. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Caught by Jones. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Forced out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Eckler now between the tackles, and he stopped immediately there. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina.
If you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Panthers, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else than their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.
for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.